you see 2014 as a breakthrough year for you? You're taking part in the full GT championship. It must be a good chance to show what you can do in the press.
Yes, definitely. I think this year is a really big year for me. It's the first year that I've been able to take it solely seriously. Before that, I've had to have university commitments, school commitments, everything like that. So this year really is my year to sort of take it seriously, and I'm approaching it as a professional, and it's going really, really well so far. We've seen a lot of positive feedback from the car and the team, and from the competition.
What are your emotions going into the season? Are you excited, or is there an element of pressure you feel?
Of course I'm excited. I'm excited before every season. The buzz through winter testing that you get, you don't quite know where you're gonna be come the first race. No, I'm really excited. A little bit nervous. Obviously, it's a new class for me, so as well as winter testing goes, you're never quite sure where you're going to be. But yeah, I think a little bit of butterflies in the stomach's always a good thing.
And you're partnering Rick Parfitt Jr. How do you feel partnering him, as is the current GT4 championship?
Well, yeah, no, I'm thrilled. Rick contacted me. I think he was keen to run the Century, and he saw what I could do through winter testing and the rounds I participated in last year. So I'm really, really happy to be partnering him. I think he's a great driver. He's clearly got what it takes to win the championship, and he's a really nice guy. If you've ever met him, get on with him like a house on fire. He's relaxed. He's got the same attitude as me. He really wants to win, but he's up for a laugh as well. And I think that relaxed atmosphere, especially as a team, when it all gets quite tough, I think that's going to be really important.
So has that changed your approach to going into the season, knowing he's the current world champion?
No, not at all. My approach going into the season was very, very different from previous seasons anyway. I'm taking a lot of time during the week, so I'm doing a lot of testing, a lot more than I've ever done before. Spending a lot of time at iZone at Silverstone, and the guys there are doing a fantastic job, really progressing me as a driver. So I'm taking it differently anyway, and I think that sort of approaching it a little bit more serious is helping me on track. And as far as Rick tells me, I think he's really quite happy with all the seat time I'm having.
So how do you prepare for an upcoming season? How do you get in the mindset to be in the right place through the break you have when you're not driving the car?
Yeah, well, it's always difficult because you have a little bit of a wind down period. It always helps when you're able to get in the car and go testing. So I got my car in January, and we instantly went over to Portugal, to Portimao, to sort of have a big shakedown, and that was fantastic. And then away from the track, really, you've sort of got a personal training. That always gets you in a bit of mindset. I play a lot of competitive football, so I'm always sort of competing. And then, yeah, like I said before, I mean, I've been working hard at iZone, and realistically that's given me the chance to test every single week without having to come to the track. So I've never really been out of the seat this winter, and I think I'm feeling the benefits so far.
So would you say that testing is going well so far?
Yeah, testing's going really well. The team are performing really, really well. The cars have had no issues so far. Nathan and Ewan have worked hard to set the car up right. Clive and Sam, my mechanics, have worked tirelessly to make sure that it's all in one piece, and if I ever make a mistake, it's back on track as soon as possible. And everywhere we've been, I think we've been on a competitive pace. The downside is you never really know until you get to the first round and the transponders are on the car. So, but yeah, I'm feeling very, very confident come Brands next week.
So, yeah, what are your expectations for this season? How do you set yourself any goals?
Well, my first goal is to get on the podium. I think that's a sensible one. But no, I'm going into this season wanting to win both championships. I think in the Supercup, I've got every chance. It's all down to me. I think the team have done fantastically well. I think we've got maybe a bit of an edge on the setup. With all the preparation I'm doing, I'm very, very comfortable in the car. And then in the GT, I think partnering Rick, class driver, I know he's got what it takes to win the championship. It's going to be tough this year. We've got a lot of hard competitors new to the championship, but yeah, no, I think the aim's got to be win both, and if not, definitely come top three.
And you believe this team realistically can do that, can win it?
Definitely. I haven't joined a team that's been quite this professional before. Every time we get to a track, everything is like a race weekend. It's all serious. You know, we've got a game plan. We've got things we want to test. It's all set out in front of us. You know, I think taking that approach means that when you get to a race, you're in the mindset straight away. And yeah, I personally believe, you know, Century are a top team and can compete for the title for sure.
So, what advice would you give, you know, bearing in mind that motorsport is a very competitive and difficult world to be involved in? What advice would you give to young aspiring drivers hoping to come through and make a name for themselves?
Well, the main thing that I always like to do is enjoy it. I think all through my karting, I always competed at the highest level, but I always made sure that I raced at tracks where I could enjoy it and maybe have a bit of an easy win. Just got to keep your spirits up and your belief. When you drive with confidence, which I am at the moment, you know, you can push the car to the limit. I think, you know, take every opportunity you can and just go for it. I mean, you know, the first couple of times I raced at big meetings, I was, you know, bricking it. I was really, really worried, and I didn't drive very well. But by putting yourself out there, throwing yourself in at the deep end, you get over it quickly, and then you can make it up the ladder.
You've switched from Formula Renault single seaters to GT racing. So, what do you say your aims are for the future? Like, what direction do you see yourself heading, maybe after this? Or?
Well, I've had some tough years in single seaters. I don't think it was really quite me. So it was sort of a natural route from karting to sort of try it. And I believe that what I've done in single seaters has given me a lot of advantages in this car. But where I see myself going is I want to make a career out of it. So I definitely want to follow the GT route. Whether that takes me to touring cars, whether that takes me to GTs, you know, it's unknown. But I think I just, you know, get as high up the ladder as possible and keep winning.
That's great, thank you.
Thank you.